Yes, and welcome to Vasili's Garden. Folks, we're out in South Australia enjoying the pop-up store that we've created, and one of our wonderful followers and gardener is Jarrad here. So we said we're going to come out and check out his garden. Now, I don't know where I am. What's the address? Or not the address, but the location.
This is Hope Valley.
Hope Valley.
Yes. Hope
okay,
Valley.
And this is Hope?
This is Hope.
This is blessings, mate. That's fantastic. How are you? You're Stephanie?
Good. I'm Steph. This is
Stephanie.
Dante.
Hello, Dante. Oh, how old is he?
He's 5 months.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Yes,
Yeah,
He's a
boy.
big boy.
Going to be a big boy.
So how long have you guys been here?
We've been here about 2.5 years now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah.
Loving
Beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
we searched out the area for land mainly because
Yeah.
we've both grown up from Italian background, so
Okay.
we love gardening, and we've
Good.
always loved having a garden, fresh produce from the garden.
Nice.
So we found what we could, and,
Yeah.
and we bought when we could.
So 2.5 years, that's about the same length of being married or together?
We were engaged just before we moved in,
Yeah.
and then we got married September the following year.
Oh, beautiful. Congratulations to both of you and many more to come. And he's going to be a big, strong boy. I can see that already.
Yeah, it's
Now,
helping in the garden.
he's going to be eating straight out of the garden too,
yeah,
as well. So we're going to take a tour around the garden. You're going to show us what you're doing?
Yep.
Yeah, and well, I met Jarrad earlier on today, folks. He came in, what did you get? 10, 15 and 5 bags?
20 bags of potting mix, but I'm sharing some of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and some compost.
And some cocoa. So
pits and-
hopefully, well, I'm not hopefully, I know it's going to be really good for you. So you're going to just get bigger and better flowers and fruit all the time.
Yep.
All right, well, let's have a look around the garden.
So we've got sugarcane mulch with Eco Butch and Liquid Gold.
You've been watching, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Is this your first time you've done it, or?
So this is probably the third time that I've put it in the garden bed. So
Yeah.
you'll see in a minute that most of the beds have sugarcane
Yep,
mulch in it.
okay. The results?
It's been good,
Yeah.
especially this season. I think there's definitely been a little bit more greenery, more life. I'll show you the tomatoes in a
They're
minute.
looking really healthy. I mean, by comparison to Melbourne weather that we've had, you guys are a little bit warmer, but slightly more humid.
Yeah.
And I can see they're just holding their colour really well. They haven't really showed any dieback, so they've got a few more weeks in them, if not months.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Ripen up what's there and we can
Yeah,
actually
keep
enjoy
going.
some tomatoes.
All right, so how long has this been fermenting?
About 2 days now.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's go and see your veggie garden. So a good Italian guy that you are, how many tomatoes have you planted for making sauce?
Well, not as
not
many
for
as
sauce.
not as many as I should have, but this was the first year that I thought maybe I will try tomatoes.
Yeah.
Because I was tossing it up, and then I decided I'll plant some seeds in November,
Yeah.
and we'll see how we go. So we've got a few Roma tomatoes.
Yep.
Pretty sure Big Malacca are there.
Oh, you got some
and a
Malaccas,
few
yeah?
other varieties. Which
Beautiful.
I've picked up as well.
Going back to your family home with your parents and that, was your dad and mum gardening?
A little bit,
little
not as
bit?
much as my nonno or both
Okay.
of my nonno.
All right.
Yeah.
Were they here in Australia or just in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So they moved to Australia in the 50s.
Or were they first to come and then
Yeah,
mum
yeah.
and dad were born here?
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
so
So-
second generation,
Yes.
nice. Fantastic. So what did Nono and Nonna do in the garden? Did you get to see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Most of my childhood, and same with my wife's
Yeah.
childhood, was spent in the garden.
Yeah.
So our favourite things from the garden: favi, so broad
Yeah,
beans,
yeah.
finocchio,
Yeah,
fennel,
fennel.
and tomatoes. obviously.
tomatoes.
and capsicum, eggplant, and everything else that we've got.
And
in
the
the
list
garden.
goes on. Has it always been something in your mind, or in your mind for your future as a family man to be able to have your own garden?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, when we searched out the properties and
Yeah.
trying to find some land,
You needed some space.
Yeah, my primary idea was I want
Yeah.
a garden, and this is just built on and on and on.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Did you start with this many, or are you just adding on
So originally I started with these sort of beds
Yeah.
here. So
Yep.
there's
the square?
4 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I've added on a couple here and there. Like that one's the new addition to the
Yeah.
family over there.
So where's the next one going?
I'm thinking over there somewhere, but we'll come up with those
We'll work
ideas.
our way over towards the fire pit too, don't worry. So you can just grill the capsicum straight out
Yep, that's
without having to get out of your seat. Sorry, I'm just eyeing off some of the tomatoes here. Which one can I taste, man?
Well, this one's probably the freshest out of.
Have you had any yourself?
No.
I'm not doing that then.
No,
No,
you
I
can
can't.
do it. Look, there's a couple weeks away.
It's a couple of weeks away, and you want me to take your first tomato? This is
Absolutely.
So Juane, one flame.
Flame, I
Okay.
assume.
This is nice.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice, and you can keep the seed from this too. It's full of chambers and tops, so it's quite a firm sort of tomato. It's almost like a dwarf Apollo. Do you know the Apollos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice tomato. So here we go. The young lad's growing his tomatoes in the garden, folks. Cucumbers and everything else you can possibly imagine for the little one. He's going to grow to about 7 foot tall, I reckon.